This is a poem called Know You. It's weird wearing a name tag for this job because every once in a while someone starts talking to you and they make a point to state your name. And that's when you realize you're suddenly at a disadvantage because you're just trying to do your job and the stranger keeps saying your name. And they say your name like that it sounds like they're just broadcasting it to the world. You almost feel like you're in an interrogation room with a light in your face, and they already know your name. This one is called Physical Reactions to Emotional Traumas. You gotta get the name right, sir. When I was in college, I had pain in my joints, in my legs, my back, my wrist, and I was taking medication for arthritis, even though there was no proof of having arthritis, and it was never found in my bloodstream. So I went to my parents' house for a 3-week rest from school, and I realized that my pain might have been caused by, not by having arthritis, but by personal stressors. So I decided then and there to change my life, and I stopped taking the strong medications, and after a month, the pain went away. So, since then, I've always thought that emotional problems can always manifest themselves as physical pains. I'm here in Florida at my parents' house again, helping my father after my mother has died. Because you see, in the recent months, my father has had what I call panic attacks. And he hates the idea of being alone, and I'm not sure, but this might have started only when my parents found out that my mom had leukemia. Because after they've been married for 55, 56 years, he's used to having mom around and doesn't want to be alone. I've also found that in recent months, he's had to use an inhaler because he loses his breath and he needs something, anything, to help him catch his breath again. Well, I'm here with Dad now for another week before I go back to my husband, and after I leave, Dad will be alone in the house. He can't handle this. He needs to know he's not alone. He needs to know that there's someone around, even if they sleep in another room. He just doesn't want to be alone. So my sister got a list of companies that provide companion care services, and my dad and I talked about what he wants, and he needs somebody around for the evenings after 5, and she'll sleep in another room. Maybe they'll wash clothes once a week, maybe cook a dinner. So it took him days to decide when he'd call for an appointment with a companion care place. And this morning, I heard him panting, breathing heavy, and he had to get the inhaler out, and when he eventually did, he actually said, "I don't know why this is acting up on me." And when he finally got his breath back, he said, "I should probably call that recommended place on the companion care list." So we asked for the list, and it clicked in my head how you can see another example of how physical traumas could actually result from emotional traumas. Now I have to do a shorter, funnier one. Overweight reasons. Thank you. An obscenely overweight woman parked the Kmart brand electric wheelchair at the front of the store while her fat daughter watched. Her son came walking over from the checkout line, who looked like he was 7 months pregnant, and he told her, "We're only 59 cents short of getting a Kmart $5 gift card." And the obscenely overweight mom replied, "Why didn't you buy a candy bar then?" And I thought of 3 overweight reasons why he shouldn't have, but I couldn't say it. I wouldn't say it. I might have heard this, but to quote Robin Williams from Dead Poets Society, "We don't read and write poetry because it's cute. We read and write poetry because we are members of the human race. and the human race is filled with passion. And medicine, law, business, engineering, these are noble pursuits and necessary to sustain life. But poetry, beauty, romance, love, these are what we stay alive for. To quote from Whitman, "Oh me, oh life of the state questions that are the recurring, of the endless strains of the faithless, of cities filled with the foolish, what good amid these, oh me, oh life?" Answer, that you are here, that life exists and identity, that the powerful play goes on, and that you may contribute a verse. That the powerful play goes on, and that you may contribute a verse. What will your verse be?